Hi, the Saw Doctor here. I've been making a piece of equipment for a friend of mine, Dr. Andy Pittman, and his company impregnate wood with phenolic resins to make it more stable. They take out nature's little errors. So in this chamber, they can suck all the air out of the wood, then replace the air with resins. And it's a well-known technique, but this particular chamber enables them to do lots of experiments at once, which should speed the whole thing up for them. So this is the bespoke piece of apparatus I made him. We started with a large pot and a high vacuum pump. We can regulate the vacuum, and we can then let in different solutions under vacuum through this tube here. And they can treat several different pots at the same time. When the process is finished, we let the vacuum out by opening that valve and open the chamber. Now the company is called Lignia, and they're down in South Wales, and they improve wood. They make it more stable and more durable. Wood without nature's little errors. This is your new laboratory impregnation plant. It can do exactly the same thing as your plant I made for you last summer, but in this situation the chamber is much bigger, and it has a device so that whilst under vacuum you can fill different containers inside the chamber with different solutions, like that. Now a few things I'll point out for you, because I have to dismantle this so it can be transported safely down to
Cardiff?
Down to Barry Island, yes. Now it starts with a vacuum pump. The vacuum pump is usually sent with no oil in it. Well, I'm sending it with oil, but I'll seal off anywhere where oil can leak out. But check that the oil level is correct. Okay, and then here is to draw the vacuum gauge, and this is the air admittance valve. Now, I will be sending you, as soon as it arrives from America, a vacuum regulator valve, which will go in there. I'll supply you with sealing tape, and you have to adjust it so the vacuum never goes beyond minus 0.8 bar. The reason being, you've got solutions in here, and if the pressure goes below minus 0.8, water will start to boil up under vacuum, which will make a big mess and won't do the vacuum pump any good. So I've provided you with because that will now have a vacuum regulator valve, this is your air admittance valve. You let air in there, okay? So, as I dismantle it, you'll see some features you'll have to attend to. So we'll let the air in. And then we can lift off the lid. Okay, let's take some things off. Let's remove this assembly. It needs no force really, because it's under vacuum, which pulls everything tightly together. So notice there's a soft plastic washer on the outside, a stainless steel washer on the inside. Good. Right. These fittings have a soft copper olive to form the seal, and don't tighten it very much. It just needs just enough to grip that pipe. Then you can withdraw this completely. Okay. Now the seal for the vacuum is formed by an O-ring and this special back nut. These back nuts on each end are special, so don't confuse them with any of the others. So when you assemble this, you load it like that, then fit the O-ring, assemble that, then the O-ring, and then the back nut. And the back nut requires
very little pressure, just to form the seal, just to nip the O-ring very slightly. And a little bit of silicone grease, which I will provide you with, will make that operation nice and smooth. There is a bend which you can fit onto there. And if you want to have a longer dip tube in there, then why not change it for a plastic tube of the length you require. Okay. Just cut that to length to suit yourself. I've kept the bore of all the tubing very small, so that you don't need a lot of solution to just fill the tubing. Okay, so let's take that apart again. I can save you trouble by only taking that one off. Then undoing this one. And undoing this back nut. There we are. Okay, there's a soft washer on one side and on the other side. And that, and the O-ring will go on there. Okay, so that can all be packed away inside. Plenty of plastic pickup tubing to suit yourself, just cut it to length. And I will have to remove this air admittance valve as well. Now I may well be sending you a better one of these. There we go. And now it can all be packaged away. I'll just unscrew the hose for you, standard Jubilee clip, and you can do the rest. Keep all the surfaces clean, of course. A little smearing of silicone grease, not really necessary, but might make things nice. And that's it, okay?
On veut faire de moi ce que je suis pas. Mais je poursuis ma route, je me perdrai pas, c'est comme ça. Vouloir à tout prix me changer. Et au fil du temps, m'ôter ma liberté. Heureusement, j'ai pu faire autrement. Je choisis d'être moi, tout simplement. Je suis comme si, et ça me va. Vous ne me changerez pas, je suis comme ça, et c'est tant pis. Je vis sans vis-à-vis, comme si, comme ça, sans interdit. On ne m'empêchera pas de suivre mon chemin et de croire en mes mains. Écoute, écoute-la, cette petite voix. Écoute-la bien, elle guide tes pas. Avec elle tu peux échapper aux rêves des autres qu'on voudrait t'imposer. Ces mots-là ne mentent pas, non. C'est ton âme qui chante, ta mélodie à toi. Je suis comme si, et ça me va. Vous ne me changerez pas, je suis comme ça, et c'est tant pis. Je vis sans vis-à-vis, comme si, comme ça.